Everyone deserves a fair wage for a fair day's work, and the workers, they're working 1 week for 2-3 hours, another week you know, for 10-12 hours on certain hours, and it's not right. So in order to survive, you have to know what you're going to be living on week to week, month to month, and in this case people don't. So that's why I'm here in sport.
I'm supporting the Dunnes workers in their demonstration today because I think it's very unfair that the Dunnes stores have refused to engage with the workers. I think their demands are very reasonable. They're not looking for anything that their counterparts in stores such as Tesco's or M&S are afforded. Austerity has actually undermined anybody's reasonable expectation to secure a decent income. So, and especially exploitation on behalf of Dunnes stores, who still can make 350 million a year annually in profits, and you know, the Dunnes family have accumulated wealth of 1.8 billion. So you know, it's not unreasonable to ask that they share that wealth with their workers.
On behalf of the members of the public, on behalf of Dunnes Stores workers, the councillors will go into the store and hand the petitions, because really these petitions are on behalf of the people of Newbridge, who clearly are showing their support and their solidarity for people who, like yourselves, who work in there, and people who want to show Dunnes Stores that they will demand dignity for employees who work in Dunnes Stores. And I think it's great support that everybody has turned up here this evening, and I've no doubt that, you know, going into the future, in the hope that Dunnes Stores will change their view and treat staff with dignity and respect that we demand of every employer in this country, and we don't see why Dunnes Stores employees should be treated less favourably than anybody else. We're all workers, okay, or we have been workers, and it's a very simple demand. And I think, you know, a round of applause to all the Dunnes Stores workers here this evening and those inside as well.
No management have made themselves available. They're hiding somewhere. The security here have said we can leave it on the election, that they'll take no responsibility for it, but it can be left on the election. So that's the degree of contempt Dunnes Stores have, not only for you, but their customers and for the elected representatives of the people. So thanks very much for showing. Where's Mandy?
It was a very, very successful evening, and I really would like to thank everybody, all the public, all the families and the politicians, but most of all, as we said earlier inside, it is a certain act of bravery, right, where you have Dunnes Stores employees who are prepared to put their, you know, themselves in the firing line. I hope I don't mean that literally, right? But you know, it is, and it takes a lot of courage, and you know, and I think people should take from that courage going forward, you know, the message that is given to Dunnes Stores, and that is clear that they're not prepared to put up with this any longer. And again, it is so important that the public keep this support up. And there is a big event coming up on the 6th of June, and that is a national solidarity march. And we're hoping that, you know, this here can be, you know, magnified 100 or 1,000 times, because there are many ways of, you know, dealing with this company rather than simply taking an act of industrial action which hits people's pockets. Now, we're not saying that that's not going to happen at some stage, but this is something that we've thought of to think outside of the box. And I think if the public keep this support up, and I think if the politicians also, you know, keep their end of the bargain, then I hope, I wouldn't like to say I'm sure, but I would hope that Dunnes Stores will, you know, rethink their position. And you know, as I said, this is all about dignity, you know, and it's about rights, and it's about workers' rights, and there's nothing more fundamental and important than that. Alright, so look, I once again I thank everybody for coming, and it's been a really successful evening, and you know, Newbridge is a great town and you can see the reasons why. Alright, so thanks very much.